This is precisely what they did. They came back to pick up these orders. There wasn't enough to drive it higher because sometimes, believe it or not, there'll be people who've got their stop orders above this area. But they were able to pick up enough orders here to then eventually drive it and run it. And so at this stage, sometimes those who might have missed these signals here, there are probably some additional orders that come in here, signals that kick in, and believe it or not, there's probably more signals that kick in here. And then there's even more signals that kick in here. So what I'm looking at, that I've got 3 different areas where signals kicked in that I know the market will look to get back to, because if you got in here, probably these traders have really bad habits, in my opinion, and they probably have their stop losses probably somewhere all the way up here, something like that. These guys that came in here probably have stop orders here. So at least I know that these orders that might have kicked in here, the market's going to come back and try to pick these these orders here. If they can get these, then they'll probably start testing out, and if there isn't enough interest to drive it any further down, then they'll come back eventually all the way up here to pick up these orders. And that's how the market works every day. And I'm just trying to get everyone to see this, so you understand. Once you understand the thought process, then you can start looking. You'll see why a lot of things that we do in here with the matrix is pretty much all the matrix does is it just gives me a pretty good idea of when we might have run out of gas in a certain direction, and then I can start anticipating based on this information that I know this is the way the markets work day in and day out, that I can start putting on some of the trades and taking a little bit of risk if I'm comfortable with the overall cycle and what's happening. It's more than anything that you guys can start seeing when there are moves, how these market makers generate them, how they create and engineer these moves, and then what are they going to do afterwards. And more often than not, based on the way the masses are taught and the masses trade, if they're those who caught these orders that we're chasing, and more often than not, you can pretty much figure that most traders get caught in the late stages. They're always trying to get in down here at these areas is where a lot of traders go ahead and start chasing these trades come in. This is where they wipe out a lot of your amateur trader.